Good afternoon, YouTube. So, I can hear you all saying, what are you up to today, Jay? So, I'm currently going to look at a new place to live. Kind of still in Bristol, but on the other side of Bristol. And it's something that I've been looking at for a while. Something that I've always fancied doing, and it's being a property guardian. And what that means is, if a big building is left empty, the owners kind of want people in there to look after it, and it gives them peace of mind that someone's in there and it's being used and it's not, it doesn't appear to be left abandoned. And today I'm going to look at one in Cheddar. It's an absolute stunning place. Like, I don't know if you've seen the film Saltburn, but it's like your very own Saltburn castle. So I'm pretty excited for it. The only issue that there's kind of no certainty with these things. They can give you 28 days notice to move out, which I guess is the same for everywhere, but there's just a bit of added uncertainty. So I'm off to do that. The upside to doing that for me is, I don't know if you've seen in my last vlog, that I had this kind of quandary and decision to make. Do I stay where I am and just carry on being broke? Or do I try and save some money and do a year of either a house share, which would have been with my ex, who's now one of my closest friends, or find somewhere completely different? Now, the thing with this is, it's something that I've wanted to do for a while. I've been looking at it for over a year, and it's cheap. The rooms are huge. The actual building is huge, as you'll see when I get there, and we'll do some video. And it's 500 quid a month. It's near Cheddar Reservoir, where I used to sail as a teenager and kid. So, good walks. I could go stand-up paddleboarding around the lake, and it just kind of opens up a load of things. And at the moment I kind of think I'm a bit stagnant in where I am and what I'm doing, so I need a bit of a change, whether that's in work or where I am living. So yeah, we're off to do that. So we've just arrived, and the place is massive. Look at the size of it. Huge. So we need to go and link up with Frederica, who are them ad hoc there. So they're the kind of, agents. So I'll give her a call and then see what's going on. So you can actually just see through the trees that that's Cheddar Reservoir. I actually grew up sailing there, so you can stand up paddleboard there and wing foil. I wonder if it's haunted. So it's a beautiful place. Some men dips. You can see the Glastonbury tour on a sunny day. And then out onto the decking, which is going to be really slippery. Oh, it's bloody raining. There's the lake. So yeah, it's a stunning building. Just not keen in the rooms that I've seen. This chapel is stunning. So after walking around this place, there's one room that stood out, and that's the very top one there. Oh Christ, nearly dropped the phone. It has the panoramic view of basically the Mendips. But I don't think they're allowed to release it. Other than that, didn't really get much of a feeling for the rest of it. It's an old care home, and I don't know if you read in the news recently that a lot of care homes are shutting down in the UK because they're just not meeting a standard, and I think it's cheaper to shut the care home than it is to bring it up to the current specifications. So that's what's happened here, unfortunately. So it's a listed building. I mean, it dates back to the oldest part. It's got to be 1690, 1750s. So it's listed and is in a conservation area, so I doubt whether it can be tampered with on the external, but eventually I would assume that there'd be flats or apartments inside at some point. But yeah, I mean, it's stunning. We'll see. You never know what's around the corner. So I wanted to catch up with you regarding the property I went to see as a property guardianship scheme, where, you know, old buildings that's no longer occupied are then occupied by people who kind of look after it and, you know, kind of are just there for a reduced rate. Obviously, you've seen in the last clips I went there, and I've had time to reflect on it, and it was stunning, absolutely beautiful. I keep imagining myself there. There was one room that I wanted, and that was the very top room, which has like a dual aspect view of kind of the Mendips and the lake and Glastonbury Tor. It was just stunning. Unfortunately, it's not released. They're releasing it in stages. So first floor first, second floor next, and then third floor. So each floor has to get to a certain occupancy before they release the next. However, my name is first on the list for the blue one, I've been assured, and I'm desperate to be there. So the plan, I've just given my notice in on this place, and the plan is in 2 months' time, move back into my old house with Liz. She's very kindly let me stay there, and we're gonna, you know, she's gonna let me rent a room there, keep all my stuff there until this room comes available, and, you know, she'll get a bit of extra cash. So that's what I'm going to do. It's sad that I've given my notice in here because, you know, it cost me a lot of money to move in, and it's a lot of effort to get everything in here. I've had to buy everything new, so now we've got to try and store it all. But the extra money will enable me to, you know, I'm paying £1,500 just to live here. That's before shopping. Paying £1,500 to live here. That's over. Well, I get paid £1,700 a month. It gives me like so much more money to do stuff with. so I can get my camper van back on the road, you know, go and do some bits and bobs this year. And I need my van anyway to be able to move the stuff out of here into Liz's. So loads of stuff. Obviously I've had to buy everything again. So we got sofas and fridges and all sorts. It's been great living here. I've had, you know, some good times here. Some good times actually, which wasn't so far back at Christmas with a certain person, and amazing. But time's come to move on. I feel like I've done my time here. It was never the long-term plan to buy this place. Like, it's crazy. I'd walk you around, but to buy this flat that I'm in would be about 250 grand, and it's tiny. It's just, if you go over the bridge to Newport, you can buy a semi-detached house for that. But we'll have a walk around. Do you like my Robert? Oh, Marcel, there he is. So that was a birthday present from when I was 37. That's Robert Oxley. It's Marcel. Absolutely love that painting. So we'll walk around. So that's the kitchen, just there. Still getting, yeah, that's the kitchen. And then you walk from the kitchen into like the living room area, which is there. So my sofa there. Excuse the mess. There's another painting. Bought that with my nan's inheritance money. But yeah, I love that. And then we kind of go into the main bedroom, which is there. So that's the main bedroom, which is a good size. I mean, it's big. That's all my jewellery. Some like old hair, which I don't tend to wear. Maybe if it's, I don't know, if I'm doing some work on whatever. And then wardrobe, which the wardrobe's huge. I mean, this wardrobe's huge. You see how big it is. So yeah, I mean, it's big. Sun comes beaming through there. That's just kind of south facing. And then this is classed as a second room. Second bedroom, this. Now, I challenged this as a second bedroom because by Bristol City Council's measurements, it's not a second bedroom. Yet they still want to charge council tax as a 2-bed, but don't matter now, I'm moving. And wow, look at that. That was a charity shop find. $4.99, like from a charity shop. I do like a bit of art. Talking of art, got these up here. That there, and that one there. Brought those while I was on my 40th when I was absolutely drunk. Actually bought them from a cocktail bar. They didn't want to sell them, but don't know how I can't even remember buying them, but we bought them. So I mean, yeah, this place, you just seen £260,000-ish. Like, how is that? How can anyone afford that? Or you can pay 900 quid a month rent and have all the bills on top. So I need to save money. It's too expensive to live here on my own. Obviously no one's moving in here, so I've just given my notice in.